peace and blessings. Yeah, man. Every once in a while, I pop my big face up and speak to the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's really hard for the revolutionaries, man. Those of us who was born like in the '60s and the '70s. We had that mentality. Like, man, yeah, I seen Huey. I seen George Jim. I remember when they assassinated Marcus Foster. I remember a lot of the historical stuff. And I always told myself, I'm a child of that movement. Power to my people. Black power. I remember when James Brown was saying, "What's up, Double R? Peace and blessings to Double R." I remember when James Brown was saying, "Say it loud, I'm black, I'm proud," because I remember black people had low self-esteem, and our entertainers boosted our self-esteem. We thought Michael Jackson was the baddest motherfucker on this side of the universe, and that gave us incentive to be proud of ourselves, and yeah, man, Mike's still the baddest motherfucker, and we seen our folks. I remember when Marvin Gaye, we turn on Marvin Gaye and he make our parents they fall in love all over again. Listen to some Marvin, you know what I'm saying? I remember Johnny Guitar Watson. Ain't that a bitch? We used to go down in grandma's basement and we used to sneak and play Johnny Guitar Watson. Ain't that a bitch? We was bad in the motherfucker, but we was saying bitch. So, but Johnny Guitar Watson used to play that Superman Lover, all that stuff, man. I remember grandma them used to be up there listening to Bobby Blue Band and B.B. King and shit, playing cards, and grandma looked Chinese because her eyes was tight. She was drinking that Quavers, what's that Crown Royal, you know what I'm saying? Smoking Winston 100s. So it was a beautiful childhood. It was a beautiful connection that we had to the OGs, and we straightened up and flew right when them OGs came and looked us in the eye and said, "What y'all doing?" We weren't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? We had respect. So as a child of that, right? I was always like, I'm gonna push this revolution. I'm gonna be a part of the revolution. That's why when we started selling dope, we was like, man, fuck the United States of America. We're gonna make this money and take over this motherfucker. We're gonna make so much money. We're gonna buy an island, and we're gonna make our own country. And that's why when the police came, we slapped the fuck out of one of them. They wasn't shooting us like they shooting us now because they had, we had a lot of heart. We shoot motherfuckers back. You know what I'm saying? So it was the revolution for me, man. It was the revolution. It was the remembrance of Roots. If you ever saw Roots, you know what I'm saying? And if you remember Chicken George was a punk motherfucker, man. To me, a lot of these niggas now act like Chicken George, man. Remember when Chicken George went to Bandika? What's up, baby boy? Remember when Chicken George ass went to London with his daddy? His daddy, he was the white man had raped his mama and took him to fight them. What's up with it? What's up, Just Sweet? It took him to England to fight them cocks, them chickens, right? Because he was a raw motherfucker fighting them chickens, and he loved them chickens, and he got a reputation amongst the plantations in the community as the baddest motherfucker to cockfighting ever, So they took him to London, and I know he lost him to an Englishman, and the Englishman took him to London. So when Chicken George came back, Chicken George had on this green outfit with this orange shirt, this motherfucking hat with a chicken thing, and he was highfalutin. He was arrogant. he was the shit, and he looked down on his other folks who was enslaved because he had on this funny ass outfit and these new, and he had this new experience in over in Europe. So he looked down on the regular folks. A lot of you niggas is Chicken George, man. You come up and you look down on the people, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. We supposed to come up and lift our brothers up with us, you know. But it's hard to lift up poisoned motherfuckers because while you lifting them, they be pulling your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dilemma we have. I'm going to contact you soon. This is Terry. Now to watch Roots. Yeah, you gotta watch Roots, man. Check out Chicken George and his mentality because it's the mentality of a lot of us. And as a revolutionary, right? In the revolution, being empathetic and sympathetic to the struggles of my people, because I could just put myself in the place of Nat or Gabrielle or one of them brothers that was enslaved. When you got 1,000 motherfuckers outside trying to hang you because this young white bitch said that you raped her, or they had a law that said he reckless eyeballed me. He looked at me and it made me feel like he wanted to rape me. So they hang your ass for that. So I put myself in them shoes. I put myself in the shoes of Carter G. Woodson, of Booker T. Washington, of Frederick Douglass, of Elijah Muhammad, of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You need to study about Marcus Garvey. He was the first revolutionary in the 20th century, in the 1900s. You know, I put myself in the place of them, that brother who had to get your ass outside, nigga, and they go in there and rape his wife, have sex with his wife, and then come out and tell him to get out of there. So, as a youngster growing up, I always want to advance the cause of my people. I stumbled, I made some mistakes, but the core and the bottom line was I'm doing this to better my situation so I can help my people. Well, I said all that to say, it seemed like they killed the revolutionary, man. You know, you see how Jonathan Jackson and George died. You see how Huey died. You know what I'm saying? Over cocaine. You know what I'm saying? And now, the revolution has died. Don't nobody want to do nothing no more. Don't nobody want to be no revolutionary. The revolutionary is fake revolutionaries. You know that? It's niggas that capitalize on our sadness, and they sell it for a price. It's not no genuine shit no more. The Black Panthers created all the social programs that we have today. These niggas right now, they selling the conversation for $99.99. You go to a convention, they selling bullshit, but there's nothing being done, nothing of fruition coming out of these events. You know what I'm saying? Just hallucinations and talk. You know. So that's why I said I gotta stop drinking. I gotta stop smoking. Before I die, I want to do something to help the advancement of my people. And what I devised is a health and wellness society. Because we got to stop using dope. We got to stop getting high. I don't smoke no more. I don't drink. I don't smoke no weed. I don't smoke no tobacco. I don't do shit. I just got to drinking me a good ass freshly squeezed juice from from my little niece Hope. I feel good. I work out every day. I've been doing that, but my workouts ain't been shit because I be having tobacco all in my motherfucking lungs, smoking. I'm dual exhaust, smoke a joint over here, a blunt over here, and tobacco on the other hand. How the fuck I'm working out? You know what I'm saying? So psychologically, it's a crutch. The alcohol, the drugs, it's a crutch psychologically because motherfuckers don't want to deal with truth. You don't want to deal with the real, yourself. If you ever been to prison and understood that after about 6 months of being in prison without using nothing, you develop a whole new mindset. You start thinking of hellish shit that you could do. I was in prison one time, and I had so much shit to do, but I was locked in the cell. I had hellish shit to do because I was writing, I was studying, I was reading the Torah, the Quran, I had to pray. I had hellish shit to do. But when you come home, you're surrounded by all this distraction, and you go to that crutch. That motherfucking bottle, that motherfucking joint, that bullshit that stops you from achieving and being the motherfucker that you're supposed to be. You are so correct what you're saying. The thing is, we need to stop killing each other and stick together. Yeah, I'm working with the homie. Yeah, we need to stop killing each other. But some of those people that's killing out there, God knows what he's doing. Some of these niggas got to go. Some of these motherfuckers, whose side are you on? Either you on God's side, when I say God, I'm talking about the God. God is in you. And you got to develop yourself to even see God. You just can't see God with all that trash on you. You got to take the trash out of you and cultivate your soul, your soil. You know how they say till the soil, get the rocks and the dirt and the trash out the soil so you can plant some stuff so it can grow. You got to cultivate your soul, your soil, for you to even realize God's energy. So a lot of people just be saying it's a possibility. You know it's a possibility, but they don't really feel it because they don't have that cultivation of their spirit. You know, niggas got demonic spirits. You say God, but you worshiping the devil. So, yeah, man, the revolutionary is tired. You know, but he got to trudge on, and that's why he has to get all that other shit out his system so he can fully connect with the power of the universe, because the universe is in us, especially as black people. You know what I'm saying? The melanated people. They gave us a superpower. That's why we faster, smarter, taller, bigger, jump higher, run faster than anybody else. We got superpower. We think like that too. That's how they built Egypt up. And they still talking about aliens did that shit. Nah, when we were connected with the universal source, which is God, then our minds elevated, and we built a civilization that still can't be understood. You know, and we could do that. But first, you got to get trash out your life. See, you got to have some order. The devil is chaos. God is order. If you and when you got chaos, that means filth. I mean, filthy mindset, filthy surroundings. You know what I'm saying? You looking at trash. You're eating trash. You know what I'm saying? You're living around trash. You got to get rid of the filth. You got to get some order in yourself, because God is order, the natural order of things. You know? Until we get this filth out, you're not going to be able to see your nature. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that trash out of you, man. You know? So, yeah, the revolution, man. The revolutionary is tired. You know, a lot of people, a lot of us older G's, they talk about us older G's. Y'all didn't do this, y'all didn't do that. Yes, the fuck we did. We made sure grandma bills got paid. We raised our little cousins. We made sure the motherfuckers ate. We did with the knowledge that we had. We did the best we could do. And then when we got older, we took care of our kids. Unlike a lot of motherfuckers that we grew up around. Shit, my mom had to work all day and all night just to take care of us. My dad, he was drinking because he was fucking traumatized. And that's another thing. African Americans, we fucking traumatized. We've got PTSD. So before you even receive your blessings, you got to go to the hospital. You got to go to a therapy, man, so you can learn how to live properly. Because you've been living with PTSD so long that you lightweight, crazy as a Betsy bug. You know? So the shit that you do is crazy. Your enjoyment, your entertainment is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The women, the men. When I was young, grandma, then you couldn't be twerking and shaking your motherfucking ass just out of the blue. Grandma would bust you upside your head with a broom or something. Sit your ass down. And niggas, you couldn't walk around with your ass hanging out and not doing nothing. You had chores. Grandma make you go pick your own switch and whoop your motherfucking ass with it. And don't go get no little switch. She go get a fucking limb and beat your ass with it. You go come up in there with a little ass switch because it was order. It wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could do whatever they want to do. And now look at us. We ain't got shit. I just went and bought some barbecue from the Mexicans. And I bought some barbecue from the Mexicans where the Arabs hooked up with the Mexicans on 98. Now, there used to be black folks down there. You know, Booker was a black man. Now, they selling us the shit that we eat. Barbecue, turkey butts and ribs and all that shit. They don't eat that shit. They eat hummus and Mediterranean food. You know, lamb and shit. They ain't got no barbecue lamb down there. And they got a refrigerator full of all the alcohol you want in the world. They come here, brother. They put it in the freezer for you in the cold. They selling you motherfucking death. Sell them niggas. You come to America, the niggas will buy everything that you got. But they won't buy it from each other. Because they want a motherfucker. Brother, you can give me that. You know I ain't got it. Well, motherfucker, if you ain't got it, you need to work to get it. Because a motherfucker can't eat no motherfucking wishes and shit. Wish sandwiches. Motherfucker, wish sandwich. You know? Fuck that shit, man. We got to, the revolutionary is tired. The revolutionary is tired. But the revolution must go on, though. And now I pass it down to my kids. I turn that fucking music off when I take them to school, and we listen to motivational videos in the morning. We listen to some Farrakhan. I even let them listen to Sarah Sutton Seti. You know what I'm saying? Before I let them listen to some goddamn music that's gonna kill them by a retarded motherfucker that the music companies put in the limelight to poison the fucking water. You know what I'm saying? The revolutionary is tired, you know? And yeah, I'm saying this shit. A lot of people be saying, well, Big C, you used to, what about you? What about me, motherfucker? I sold drugs like everybody else when I was a youngster because we had to feed the family, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers was smoking it. I didn't know no better. I was 14, 15 years old. When I learned, in 1998, I got tired of that shit. And I said, I ain't doing this no more. And I went out and got a job. Niggas laughed at me. Now, all them niggas that laughed at me got jobs. Got Class A's and bragging about going to work. But when I got a job in 1998, after selling drugs for, they laughed at me. And I didn't have no regular job. I just started hustling. Niggas started naming me. They started calling me Odd Job. Because I was working off Craigslist. I told myself I ain't never selling no more drugs no more. And the last time I had like a quarter ounce. And I threw it in the ditch over by my house. So I lived on 64th. And that motherfucker was out there for about 2 or 3 days. And I was thinking about, man, I should go get that quarter and go get me some money, man. But I said, nah, I'm going to leave that motherfucker out there. So I came outside and I looked. It was still in the ditch, right? I remember Orvis lived around the corner, too. Orvis got killed in that house. Him and his brothers got killed in the house right around the corner from me. So I went and looked in the ditch, man, and that dope was still there. So I ain't gonna disrespect, but a drug user was walking past, and I said, man, don't that look like some coke? And he said, it is. I said, man, you better take that with you. And that's the last time I had some coke. You know, I ain't never sold no more after that. And yeah, man, that life, it taught us a lot, right? But it was a fucking nuclear bomb, and it went off across the whole fucking continent. You know what I'm saying? Not only here, but shit across the world. It went off and it killed so many people, to whereas it's still killing our people. You look at the drug culture right now. That's why I say you got to get the dirt out your life. You got to till your soil. Old people used to say, till the soil so they can plant new crops. You got to till the soil. The only difference between the soil and soul is the U in the I. You got to till the soil, get that shit out your life, man. Get the dirt, the trash, the confusion, the chaos. All that is negative energy, low vibration. Clean yourself up. It could be done. If I could do it, and I was getting high since I was 14 years old, man. You know, throughout like drinking and getting high since I was 14. I was on the streets at 14 years old, living by myself in the cars and in my partner's house. His mama used to let me sleep in the basement and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a badass fucker. But I made it. If I could do this shit, anybody could do it. If Big C could stop drinking and smoking and stay the course, because like I said, I'm a revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? The revolutionary is tired, but the revolution is still on, man. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, and I'd be terrified that if I'm gone, what's the world gonna be like for my children? See, that's another thing. Niggas is selfish. Niggas don't even like their kids. Some of these women don't even like their children. They look at them like toys. You know what I'm saying? These are fucking human beings. These are you. These are little yous that's gonna live and have the experiences that you experience. So we gotta set up a different kind of world for our kids to be successful. You know, it got better. My generation was better than the last generation. No knock on the last generation. Just think of the shit they had to go through. Just think of the shit that the generation before them had to go through. So you don't knock your people, but we take steps. We elevate. Pass the baton. Keep running. You know what I'm saying? Education. Learn. Intel. Intel. Go get Intel. Intelligence. Intel is history, knowledge, information. Some people is as dumb, or I'm not going to say dumb, as unknowledgeable as people were 2,000-3,000 years ago. It's some people in our communities that if we didn't have no electricity or nothing, couldn't even make fire. Couldn't even find drinkable water. You know what I'm saying? Just little minor shit. Don't know what kind of plants to eat. If you can't, or just a whole bunch of simple shit. You know? So we ain't as advanced as motherfuckers think. You know? So, especially with white supremacy. Because some black people is white supremacists inside. Because they've been trained, raised, and created. Some of these motherfuckers was made by white supremacy. Because that's what happens when you don't study, when you don't elevate your mind, when you don't vibrate high, when you think information and knowledge is stupid, you get the worst of the worst. Just like you get the chitlins, you get the pork of the world, you get the scraps, and that is geared to make you sick and put you at the bottom, and the ones who with superior knowledge at the top. So you have been conditioned to be a slave or an object, a subject of white supremacy. You make white supreme, which is a stupid concept, because no man is supreme over no man except by knowledge. No skin color. It could be a white boy. Some people think white people can't fight. I know some white boys that can fight. You know what I'm saying? Some white boys, like they say white men can't jump. I know some white boys that could jump. Ain't nobody superior over nobody but those who have knowledge and pious heart. A pious heart means spiritual, you know. So yeah, the revolutionary is tired, man. I remember going to San Quentin, and I was walking the line coming from the child hall. No, we was going to get put in the West Block, and going to we was going by walking past the masjid where they have the Islamic services in the church. And I asked the CO, a black dude, I said, man, is this where George Jackson got killed? Because the adjustment center was right there across the way. You could see the adjustment center right there. And George Jackson killed 3 people in that adjustment center before he got out of there. And the nigga gonna say, he gonna radio up to the tower, keep your eyes on him. And I was like 19 or 20. I was like, man, I was asking the brother, I like history. I'm asking the brother a historical question. He get attitude, bitch ass nigga. Because they want us to be stupid. He was a white supremacist. You know, when I went to jail, luckily, I stacked my books up this high, so I studied. It was like college to me. I studied people, and I studied history. I read the Torah, the Quran, the Bible. It's niggas in there that go in there and join a gang. Nigga, I went up in there and got my fucking GED, started studying everything, and I was able to change my life. But a lot of motherfuckers go up in there and become white supremacists, a gangbanger, a thug, a fake-ass gangster. White supremacists. You perpetuating white supremacy ideology, a gangster. Nigga, we ain't supposed to be no gangster. We gods. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to have a connection with the universe. We supposed to have common sense. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be building community. You know what I'm saying? Common unity within our community. That's community, common unity. You know what I'm saying? We haven't built that. They used to be that in the black community. It's not that no more because niggas is white supremacists. Niggas is white. You thug niggas, you killer niggas. You, if you ain't killed, niggas ain't killed one Ku Klux Klan member. Niggas ain't killed one racist. But they will kill you at the drop of a hat for nothing. And then go steal some shit and put it on their little watches, some chains, have a couple chains, and think they better than you. Because they white supremacists, they stupid. You know what I'm saying? That movie with Key and Peele, he made that movie where the black people turned into white folks. That's how niggas is. Niggas is white men and white women on the inside. They are slaves. They are 1800 motherfucking slaves from the 1800s. This is what a ass whooping by these by the government, by the white supremacists has done to our people. They have retarded your growth. What retard mean? Retard mean to slow down and stop. Retarded or retardant, if you spray it on fire, it slows it down and stops. Niggas is retarded. Slowed down and stopped. You're a white supremacist. The revolutionaries is tired, man, but the revolution must go on. So I had to get that the garbage out my soil and my soul. And I'm ready for the fight right now, man. So I'm starting up a holistic health community. If you want to work out, you want to eat healthy, you want to talk about history and health, and you want to build something, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm about to do I got my computer right here. I just was looking at trying to make my brand. You know what I'm saying? Make a brand. I'm going to have some hats and some shirts. MBS Society, Mind, Body, and Spirit. And I got my podcast coming back, Town Vision. It's going to surprise you. It's not going to talk about, I'm not interviewing nobody talking about no music, because the music is garbage. Unless you listen to my nephew, Only Enzo. He hard, he raw. But all that other shit, garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to know about who killing who. I keep that shit away from me. I want to know how we gonna plant some motherfucking cucumbers and some squash and some tomatoes and get healthy and keep our motherfucker and take care of our kids. That's what I want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear about how you gonna go to school. Let's go get a master's degree. You could do it. If you ain't got a master's, nigga, go get your GED or an AA degree. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. I want to meet up and take some, man, you know, I'll be all around the Bay Area. I'm talking about places that you ain't never seen before. I'll be all around the Bay Area. Let's go on a hike. Let's go hiking. Let's keep our bodies together, man. Let's keep our minds together. Let's pray. You want to go to Juma? Let's go to the Juma. Let's pray, man. You know what I'm saying? That's some raw stuff right there. That's the hard shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these books that, you know, have you ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Napoleon Hill? Have you ever read Vision for Black Men by Naeem Akbar? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that, man. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how long you can go without drinking and smoking. Let's see how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a support system. You know, we get a crew, a community of people doing that. So the revolutionary is tired, but the revolution must go on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's your guy, Big C. About to lay it down. Catch me a nice little video. Cheddar. Long live March, man. You know, I so miss my soldiers, man. I so miss my soldiers, man. I just still remember March. I was doing security one time. and Marsh came across the street. He had a long gun up in his pants. And I'm security, right? These my people, man. Marsh and Money, them, they come across the street. And I know these other fools up there, so you know how we rock. You know, it don't stop. You know, we have to still, I'm still a general. So Marsh, I look Marsh in the eye. He look at me, and Marsh laughing. I'm laughing. I'm like, man, go on in. I had to let him in because, you know, I know my niggas is just for it's security. It's for the defense of our people because these niggas be on some other shit. We got to be protected. And I believe in that. I believe in self-preservation. That's the first law of nature. So, yeah, man, I'll never forget my niggas, man. FF, happy birthday, F. Happy birthday, Coco Mo. You know, man, I love you too, Cheddar. You know, this some real shit though, man. I hope I'm talking from here. So I hope anybody who see this understand where I'm coming from. The revolutionary is tired, but the show must go on. You know, and then we got to clear out all that bullshit so we can know the original agenda. It ain't no what they say, improvisation. You know, you motherfuckers come up with different things. Nah, we gonna do it like this. Nah, we gonna do it like the blueprint say do it. And the blueprint say get all the trash out your yard, cultivate your crops, and connect to the universe, and vibrate high with the Most High. And remember, God is in you. But you got to clear all that clutter out so you can connect with the Most High God. And he ain't gonna connect with you if you covered in trash. So clear yourself out, man, whatever you need to do. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all have a nice evening. God bless you.